welcome back to another video. So a couple of months ago I did two videos called The Hidden History of Manchester's Irk Valley, and in those videos I wanted to walk down the old Red Bank carriage sidings. Now I never got a chance to do that in those videos, so that's what this video is all about. I'm going to go from here, which is the site of the old Red Bank carriage sidings, and walk into Manchester just by Manchester Victoria Station. So I'm going to show you on the map exactly where I am and where I'm going to walk. Okay, so we're onto our side-by-side maps there, and you'll see that we're just in the top northwestern corner of the city centre there. That's where we're going to be. Left-hand map is 1892 to 1914, and the right-hand map is current day. And as we zoom in, you can see we come in there over the area of Collyhurst. Collyhurst Road is just there. And what the cursor's pointing out to you now is the bridge. That bridge is featured in another video. And in the opening sequence to this video, that's what the bridge that Lowry painted. And you'll see the cursor's now going down the old line, through the Collyhurst line there, past the carriage sheds. And on the left-hand side, you can just see the size of the carriage sidings. And you can see on the right hand map just how they're completely disused now and overgrown. 1884 the carriage sidings were built, and if you look closely there on the left hand map, you'll see Travis Island Mill. That was something I was fascinated with on the Hidden History of Manchester's Irk Valley videos. And we're following the line there now. You can see it comes all the way into the city centre. The line that branches just underneath that, underneath where the cursor is on both sides, that's Miles Platting Bank. We're going to walk this line here that used to spur off to the left, and it goes up there past Union Bridge Ironworks all the way up Red Bank, and there you go. We're in the area of Horrocks and we're in Collyhurst there. Now here's a view of the line as it is at Manchester Victoria. I've basically got my back to Victoria Station and I'm looking up Miles Platting Bank. And where you see the arches there, the three arches, our line branched left there and went off through Collyhurst and took a great big loop round and rejoined the current line that you see there over at Dean Lane. I think it was Dean Lane it rejoined it. We're going to walk that area there that's all overgrown, but we're going to come at it from the other side, from up in Collyhurst. Now this is roughly looking in the same direction, but obviously we're more down at track level here. And you can see there's a wonderful Class 25 diesel locomotive just coming off our branch line there. Probably pulling in empty stock for one of the trains that will leave Victoria. And that's very much what Red Bank carriage sidings was used for. It was used for the storage of empty stock and for newspaper trains that basically spent the day idle and waited there till overnight when they were put into use. They had to be stored somewhere during the day. Now, if what I've looked at is right, it closed as a carriage sidings in about 1990. Now you see this old railway shunter's hut behind me. Well, that featured in one of those videos about the Irk Valley. I want you to remember it because we might be revisiting it later and lighting it up. Okay, so there's talk of turning this branch line into some sort of urban garden walkway you can walk along, like the High Line in New York, and you can walk from the city centre out to Collyhurst. Whether that will ever happen or not, I don't know. It could do, but we need to see it now as it is, wild and untamed, before they do that and they regenerate it. So if anyone needs any parts for a Nissan Sunny, I'm your man. I really don't know how they've got that here, whoever's put it here, because it's kind of, if you look over there, it's pretty impenetrable, and it's sort of wedged on a concrete base. So don't ask me. Anyway, the road ahead is long and winding. So I'm keeping over to one side of the old railway line because I think on the other side it sort of comes inwards anyway like that, so we're keeping on the side towards Red Bank. But as you can see, it's fairly bloody impenetrable. The old fairground truck's up there, well, the fairground truck's up there. I think it's like a traveller's place up there. But that's the road ahead. Bit of toxic waste here as well. What's that about? Let's take a look at this. Oh, I think it's just an ornamental cushion, to be honest with you. Don't think it's anything sinister. So this is definitely a bit of an eye-opener. It's very eerie round here, very eerie. I think there's been a lot of homeless people camping here. See the old cables here. Probably part of the signalling mechanism or something, or some infrastructure for the railway. This wall's quite impressive, to be honest with you. Quite a high wall, typical railway. You can see the cable on the side there for the signal. Now that could still be maybe in use, couldn't it? Because it does actually meet up with the tram station up there, the tram depot up there. And we're hearing the train horns now, so I think we're getting further towards town now. I do know where it comes out, it's just the journey I wanted to do. I wanted to see what it was like along here. And it really is the land that time forgot. I think one thing I've learned on these explores and stuff is that it doesn't take long for nature to completely reclaim a place. This is incredible. It's when you hear knocking back, it's scary. I think people have just dumped stuff off here though. Look at this. We're in some kind of round. You see it? I don't know if this is railway or earlier. Did anyone work at Red Bank carriage sidings? It's too small for a turntable, unless it's just a wagon turntable, I don't know, but it's something round, and there's been something here because you can see all around a mound of wood and everything. Looks like it could have been a turntable, but I think too small for a turntable because it comes from there to there. Very strange. Look at this. Looks like concrete, that to me, so probably something railway related. It's a round in the ground. Don't know what it is. If anyone can throw some light on that, but it's bloody old. But over there it looks, see, because it's so mossy, it almost looks like stone as well. Look, yeah, it's concrete, that, isn't it? Yeah. You can see there, it's concrete. Look at this here. You can see the roundness of it there. I mean, it could have just been a building. It's hard to tell. Okay, so it wasn't until I looked on the old map on the left that I realised what we'd found, and we'd found that there where the cursor is. Looks like some kind of turntable. But when you were there, it felt that it was too small for a turntable to put a carriage or a locomotive on. Right, any ideas what that is? When I first looked at it, I thought it was a wasp nest, a disused wasp nest. But it's It's pretty solid, to be honest with you. It's almost like wood. So God knows, whatever it is, it's been there a while because it's all gnarled and everything worn away. But wasp nests are more papery, aren't they? Very strange. Very strange. Right, any guesses? I'm not very good with nature. As you know, I saw rose hips in one video and thought they were tomatoes, so I ain't got a clue what that is. Something bulging out the side of the tree. Any guesses? I ain't got a clue. And you'll see here another and there's some kind of bridge here now. So a lot of homeless people's camps here. Obviously not very nice, but you've got nowhere else to go. I suppose this is a peaceful place in summer, isn't it? You won't be in here in winter. Yes, I know it's a bit of a shithole and I'm not proud of it, but one of the things I try and do in these videos is show you all the parts of Manchester, the bits that are nice and amazing and the bits that are actually not very nice as well. So unfortunately it comes with the territory, and I could try and sanitise it, but what's the point? It is what it is. Hopefully, like I say, if they do this up as some kind of high line, they will tidy all this up, but I don't think there's any real time scale or anything, and I don't know when it's going to get done. It would be great if they did do it, because it's actually semi-rural. You can just hear the trains honking in the distance. The old cable there just swinging like a pendulum in a clock, biding its time until this place is redeveloped. Like I say, the annoying thing is that back in 1984, 85, 86, I used to come up here on the train, and we used to, like I say, I've said this before in a video, the train would leave Victoria, would head towards Rochdale, and we'd take bets on whether it would take this route, the branch line through Collyhurst, and then rejoin up with the main line up at Dean Lane, or whether it would go up over on the main line where the trams run now out of Manchester Victoria. So, but obviously no real memories of it. We just blurred past on the train. Finally, just picked a little bit of an open space here. You see where we are? There's the main line that runs out of Manchester Victoria and up there, and it goes to Newton Heath and Dean Lane. That's where this branch line that we're walking rejoins it up at Dean Lane. See the trains there, you see the court building, we're in town, you see the car parks. And of course, from our map earlier on that we looked at, those car parks are the site of Union Bridge Ironworks, obviously long since gone. A fence. Oh, story of my life. That's going to prevent us now getting to the main line. Yeah, I see why they've done that. So there's a big fence in front of us. You have no idea what we're trying to do to get through. We found a gap in the fence. So again, we've not broke anything. We've just come through the gap in the fence. I can't currently move because that's what I'm in. You can see what we're up against. Oh shit. The worst thing is, it's brambles. And I've wrecked my coat. Oh my god. A little clearing here. Yeah, not too bad. That was horrific. That was one of the worst things I've ever done.
That was bad that
We've
way.
come through that.
Should we go over that? That looks nice, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, you can see now we've got the girders. I'm going to go through this way and get over there. See, we've got the girders now. I think we're next to Red Bank now. Unbelievable. It's working out which is the best way. We're over, I think it's Roger Street. Do you remember I told you about Union Bridge? I think we're over Roger Street, which ran to Union Bridge, which is the very, very old bridge in Manchester. You know what I'm on about, it's been one of the hidden history of the Irk Valley videos. So yes, we were at Roger Street. It was quite a good guess that. And this is the bridge that we're on top of. There, you see the undergrowth on top of the bridge. And you can see the road that goes through there to the car parks and would have been the road to the ironworks. And of course this is Red Bank. This road is called Red Bank, and you see the arches underneath the old branch line that we're walking down that go all the way into the city centre and to Manchester, Victoria. Around, oh, records, look, records. Know what records they are. All the labels have faded, sorry about that, I can't tell you what they are. But that's how long probably it's been since anyone's been here. There's bloody vinyl records here. I know you can still get older vinyl records, but you know. So down below us, down here now, is Red Bank. A lot of railway arches with various businesses in them. I'm saying I'll show you over the other side. I can't get near it, to be honest with you, it's very difficult. I'll turn the camera around so you can see. That's the Green Quarter. This is what's in front of me. Oh shit. And there you go. So we'll keep going onwards to obviously I know it joins the main line, so we need to be careful down here, but we'll just carry on a bit and see how far we can get. Wonder what that was. Wonder if that was a signal gantry there. I've kept a stick to push the brambles away. So hopefully now this is a clear run now into Victoria. That was unbelievable what we've just been through. I didn't even film half of it. I was going to give up. My mate here, Ben's with me, and we nearly give up there. It was wrecked my coat. Anyway, cracking on. Why have the trees got them on? And a lot of the tree stumps all along here have got those on, and I don't understand why. Does it stop it growing or something? Right, I think might be as far as we can go. And that's almost it, journey's end. So Manchester Victoria is down there, and the main line's there, as you can see. Probably can't go much further now. I did want to see the River Irk, but it's going to be quite elusive. The old station, the old signal box used to be down here as well, just on this corner. I'm thinking about a picture of a train coming up here, which I'll try and show you. But I think that's the main line. I think we need to go back now. We don't want to alert anything. We don't want to cause any problems. Don't want to cause any problems. That's definitely it. Journey's End. We're not going any further. Manchester Victoria Railway Station's there. Journey's End. That was quite interesting. That quite creepy at places. So later on we went back to the branch line around that area and decided to mess about with the lights that we have and try and be the photographers that we're not. There you go. Hope you enjoyed that. Bit of a quick walk, quick explore. I'll be back next week with another video. Thanks for watching and I'll see you very soon.